Hi everyone, this is All Things Lymph, and I'm back to share some more information with you. I do have to apologize. I'm sorry I did not get a video out in the past 3 or 4 weeks. I have actually been really busy at work, and also just I had a birthday in July and anniversary, and then my daughter, we had to get her moved for college, so just been kind of swamped, and my weekends have been taken up, so I have not had a chance to get the another video out. But anyway, got some time today, so I thought I'd get something out. I did make up a quick guide, a treatment protocol quick guide for you guys for the long haul COVID. And this is just, I took the treatment manual that I've been posting in my description box of all my videos, and I just made a quick guide with just the treatment protocol part of it. So this will be a lot easier for you guys to use if you just want something quick that you can reference or just print off. You don't have to print off that whole treatment manual, and this is just the treatment protocol, so you could print it off if you want to be able to put it on your refrigerator or just have easy access to it to remind yourself of what the protocol is and what you need to do to follow it. So and like I said, I'm not a doctor. This is just me sharing what I've done for me to heal myself from long haul COVID. And this is a natural protocol. I'm not using any medication. So any of you that are interested in this, go ahead and try it. The treatment manual has additional things. Just as a reminder, there's additional treatments and supplements and stuff that you can do for long haul COVID to treat your immune system and to get that immune system boosted up and to remove those spike proteins from your immune system. So if you want to alter this, you make it how you need to make it, but the treatment manual will have those extra things in there if you want to reference that to make the treatment protocol into what you want. But this quick guide is exactly what I did, so I'm just sharing that with you, like I said. And go ahead and use it how you want to use it, because I can't recommend anything, obviously, because I'm not a doctor, but it's just one long hauler to another. This is what I used, and it has been super effective. So as you can see, everything's there, the daily brushing, the steam packs, the water, all that kind of thing. And then I just added some notes into where I felt like maybe just to kind of explain or clarify certain things on it. So and then these are all the supplements right here that I'm taking. And then I did want to give you a quick update, because on the last video I did tell you that I was starting that intestinal lymph system detox with the pudica seed, the Formula 1, and the mimosa pudica seed, which is right here on this quick reference guide for the protocol. I did one capsule every other day for 3 weeks. That's just what I chose to do. You can take them every day is what it says in the bottles, but I just thought, I've never taken them before, so I'm just going to do one every other day and see how it goes. It was really effective for me. And I don't have any more pain in my abdominal area or my lower back or my intestinal area. So I feel like this definitely worked. I could see a difference in probably 3 days of taking it, 3 or 4 days. So, but after 3 weeks, definitely I felt like my intestines are detoxed, because they feel 100% better than what they were. So, and you do what you need to do, but like I said, this is what I did. And then I put this note at the end just explaining what I did with the liver detox and the intestinal detox when I ended those. So those are ended now. I stopped those. I did the liver one for 3 months. That took me to the end of July. I started the intestinal lymph detox on July 9th. So that took me also to the end of July, because I did it for 3 weeks. And so I am finished with those. So I'm not taking the mimosa pudica seed, the glutathione, or not the glutathione. I am still taking that, but I'm taking half of the dose. I'm doing 6 sprays of that now as a maintenance for me. Since I'm through the liver detox, I'm no longer taking the milk thistle, because that is part of the liver detox, and I'm done with that, so I don't need that anymore. I don't need the Formula 1 or the Mimosa Pudica seed supplements anymore because I'm done with that 3-week detox of the intestinal lymph system. If I felt like there was still pain there or something, or I needed it longer for a few more weeks, I would have done so. But for me, I felt very good after the 3 weeks. So the quercetin, I'm also stopping that because since I do feel great, I feel like everything's, pretty much back to normal. I don't feel like I have any long haul symptoms. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that everything's perfect because I'm still doing the dry brushing. I'm still doing the lemon water. I'm still doing all of my protocol except for, like I said, I'm not going to do the quercetin because as long as I'm feeling well, I don't need to do that. That is just to help you absorb the zinc so that you make sure you get the zinc absorbed in your body, because most people's bodies have a hard time absorbing zinc, and you need the zinc to keep your immune system boosted. So everything else, all of my other supplements I am taking. I'm just not going to take the quercetin. And like I said, the detox ones, I'm not taking those because I'm finished with the detoxes. Now the glutathione, like I said, I'm just going to do a maintenance dose of 6 sprays a day instead of 12. So, and everything else on this quick guide protocol, I am continuing to do, and I will probably do it for the rest of my life because I have to keep my immune system healthy, and this protocol has just worked so much for me and really changed how healthy I feel that I don't want to go back to, feeling with those long haul symptoms. And also, we're not going to know for years to come. We're not going to know how these spiked proteins have affected our bodies. And I feel like I have to really keep my immune system as healthy as possible. So I will maintain it with this protocol. And if I were to come down with any of the COVID-19 long haul or COVID-19 viral variants, like the Delta variant or any of these other ones that they're saying are out there, it's fine because I feel like with this protocol that I've been doing, I think I will be okay. You don't know for sure, but that's what I'm hoping. And because I can't live in a bubble. I work in healthcare and I'm going to be around people that have these things, and I'm likely going to get it too. So that's fine with me. I will fall back on this protocol, and it's just, I feel that confident about it that it will help me get through any of these other ones that I need to get through. So anyway, that's a quick guide, and I hope you guys enjoy that. That is going to be posted in the description box below. So it's just a 3-pager, so you can print that. It's, you're not using as much paper to print out. So, and it's, like I said, a great thing you put on your refrigerator if you're going to follow this protocol. And then the treatment manual will also be in the description box. Like I said, that one and this quick guide is always going to be in the description box of all the videos. You'll be able to access that at any time that you want. I also wanted to quickly go over some of the new guidelines that the CDC released for healthcare providers, and I thought this was an interesting article. You may want to print this out or go to the CDC website and look at their, print out their new guidelines for long haul COVID patients, because you could take this to your doctor if you're working with your doctor or you want to go to a doctor to get treated for long haul COVID. Like I said, I don't know how well, from what I've heard from different people that I know that also have long haul COVID, some of them are saying that they still aren't being treated well by their doctors and basically kind of told they're crazy and that kind of thing, and that their symptoms aren't real. So the CDC has put this out for doctors and for long haulers to be able to advocate for themselves. So the agency urges practitioners to take their patients' symptoms seriously, refrain from immediately attributing them to mental health issues. And then they also released guidance for healthcare providers on treating long haul COVID. So, I don't know how well their treatment works or anything like that. Like I said, I've got my own. It's working great. If you guys want to try it, that's fantastic. but there's also the frontline doctors and everything. They have their stuff out too with the ivermectin and everything. So, there's options out there now. So people don't have to suffer with this. We can get over this. But I'm not going to read the whole article. I will put all the links to all the articles I'm going to go over in the description box below. So this is one of them. And like I said, I just wanted you guys to be aware that that is available, and they did actually come out and make some kind of a statement about it. So that's good news, I thought. And then there's an article here in Nature that they were talking about back in May for if you've had COVID, that you'll probably make antibodies for a lifetime. So that's kind of a good article. I will put that link in the description box below. What it does say, which I kind of found was interesting, was that for one thing, all of us who got COVID and did not get the vaccine, we will likely have if we got it naturally, you will likely have your immune system will have the immunity for the rest of your life. What they did talk about in here, which I thought was interesting with the vaccines, they're not sure if the vaccines are going to give you long immunity for life. So they did mention about a booster, which I know they are talking about that in the news, but that's something that people that are getting vaccinated, they can look into. Because I have long haul COVID, I will not be getting vaccinated. That's not something that I will do. I'm not going to put my body through that, because the vaccines contain the spiked protein. So why in the world would I want to put spike proteins back in my body that I have just spent 4 long months getting rid of, and 6 months prior to that suffering with a long haul COVID? I'm not doing that. So I'm not going backwards. But those of you who didn't get COVID naturally, maybe that's something you're going to do, is get a vaccine. I know some of the long haulers went ahead and got the vaccine, even though they had long haul COVID. I know there's some people who never had long haul COVID but did have COVID, and they went ahead and got the vaccine as well. So I thought I would put this article out here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, this one, I believe it's this one. There's a study of those who recovered from COVID-19 may receive maximal immunity from one vaccine dose. So they did have this article, which I thought, is back from April though. They're saying if you did already have COVID and you were positive for COVID and already went through having COVID, that if you went and got a vaccine, the first, like the Moderna or the Pfizer, you could get the very first shot of it, and you will have probably the maximum immunity. What they found is that if the person had COVID and then they went and got vaccinated, that the first shot gave them more immunity than they originally had, but the second shot did not do anything. It didn't increase their immunity as far as, like getting more immunity. It had no effectiveness as far as giving them increased immunity, only the first shot. So something to keep in mind, because if you are interested in the vaccine and you've already had COVID, likely you only need the first shot. You don't need the second one, because they're saying in this article that it's not going to increase your immunity if you got the second shot. Okay, and then the other ones that I wanted to look at was just more supporting articles on immunity after COVID-19 illness may last at least 1 year. So that may be something you're interested in reading, because, I think some people are thinking, oh, you're not going to have immunity after having COVID. I'm sorry, but after having long haul COVID and suffering with symptoms and my immune system being inflamed and constantly trying to fight that, and those spike proteins being in there, we definitely have immunity, because our body has fought it and fought it and fought it. And the reaction's been so strong because we're long haulers. And so we definitely are going to be immune to COVID without any vaccine. Okay, so then we have, there's another article here that Dr. Saeed talks about, and here's his YouTube channel. The video is called, the title of the video, let's see here. It is called Lifelong Protection After COVID-19 Infection Study. So he goes over the study that was published in Nature for SARS-CoV-2, which is the COVID-19, that we do have long-term life immunity to COVID once we've had it. So just, I just thought that was good information, because if you're considering getting vaccinated or anything like that, you need to have all the information before you decide to put something else in your body. And then that article here was, I believe, what they're referring to in this Nature article here is what Dr. Saeed is talking about here in his video. So he's got a lot of good information, and I've talked about him before, so definitely check this video out, and I'll put a link to that one as well in the description box. And let me see here. I think got one more. Reinfection is rare in immunity, for immunity lasting in those who contracted COVID-19, finds Pune study. And this was out of the Times of India back in July 9th. It was on July 9th. So this was a good article, and talking about also that, once you've had COVID, you're likely never going to be reinfected because you have immunity. So another good article. But I will put that in the description box. But mainly, I just wanted to let you guys know that we are immune, and there's more and more evidence of that coming out. So don't worry about that part. Just concentrate on getting better. Concentrate on getting rid of your long haulers, decreasing that inflammation in your immune system. And like I say, look at the protocol. I provided the quick guide. So a little bit more efficient and just easier to follow. And then I will hopefully be posting another video. I wanted to talk about the vaccinated long haulers, because we have a lot of people who have been vaccinated and are now long haul COVID persons as well, just like us. It's just they didn't get COVID naturally. They got long haulers from getting the vaccine, because the vaccine also has the spike proteins in it. That's why they're getting long haulers, just the same as us. So really, no matter how they got it, they're long haulers. And so I just welcome them into the long haul community and offer them this protocol that I have also been using to help them as well, because I believe it will help them. So I do want to do a video. The next video I want to do on that. So I will be talking about that, and hopefully I just want to reach out to all the long haulers, whether you got it from vaccinated or being vaccinated, or getting COVID naturally. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, we've got to stick together. We have to help each other. So I will get this out today, and like I said, I hope everybody's doing well, and I will talk to you later. Bye for now.